Roy Keane is usually right, but he's wrong about Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes was brilliant in victory against Sheffield United on Wednesday night and delivered a captain's performance. Roy Keane is adored for his punditry because of his honesty, knowledge, and humour. The Manchester United legend is universally loved when working for Sky Sports and rarely hits the wrong note, but his recent comments on Bruno Fernandes were wide of the mark. He's won nothing in his career, he's 29 years of age and he's won nothing, Keane said on a podcast this week. No doubt he's a talented player. I think he's a brilliant player, no doubt about that, but does he help people out, make people around him better? The answer is 100% no. Ian Wright defended Fernandes and said, Bruno is a winner. Whatever we say, he has his faults where you see him waving his arms. He's the kind of player that is trying, his standards are high. Let's face it, take Bruno out of United right now and they are nowhere near where they are. He's frustrated and he probably sees people not up to the standard of what he's looking for in training. That probably spills over on a Saturday. He brings it, and if United are going to be saved in a game, it's probably going to be him to do it. He's got every right to be upset with them. Any United fan who watches stick to football will rarely find themselves backing Arsenal legend Wright over Keane, but the Irishman's view on Fernandes was incredibly harsh. Fernandes is a fan favourite at Old Trafford for a reason. He's been outstanding since signing from Sporting Lisbon in January 2020 and could play for any team in Europe. Since he arrived in the Premier League, no player has created more chances or big chances, and he's consistently produced goals and assists when United have needed him most. Fernandes has 79 goals and 64 assists in 229 appearances for United, but his value goes beyond numbers. He immediately improved the dressing room when he joined, is the driving force in midfield, and his leadership skills have been crucial in a difficult period for the club. It might be a cliché, but any manager would be happy with 11 clones of Fernandes in their team because of his application, world-class ability and dedication to the shirt. It feels like Fernandes doesn't get the wider appreciation he deserves. He's loved by United fans because of his occasional petulance. He can rub some up the wrong way and his demeanor with referees doesn't help, but take that away and he's a bulletproof character. Fernandes never stops running and he's a throwback to the perfect professional, in an era where players on lucrative wages can easily get above their station. He's understood to train each day at Carrington like it's a match day, he spends extra hours in the gym and focuses on recovery, and he was the only viable option to become United's captain when Erik ten Hag decided to strip Harry Maguire of the duty last summer. To an extent, the decision to give Fernandes the armband was contentious due to his persona with referees, but he's vindicated it by producing captain's displays this season. Keane's criticism of Fernandes was levelled at his lack of silverware. He questioned his status as an elite player because he hasn't won the Premier League, but even Keane in his prime wouldn't have led United to league glory over the last 4 years, which have been tumultuous. Fernandes plays for a different Manchester United to the club Keane represented. The standards aren't as high, the environment doesn't breed success, and yet he's delivered regardless, consistently being one of the standout performers in a struggling dressing room. The Portuguese international has the mentality to have excelled in a team with Keane, and criticising him for giving his prime years to an unrecognisable United is unfair. If every player who signed for United since Sir Alex Ferguson retired had the same mentality and quality as Fernandes, another Premier League title would have been won. Remarkably, Fernandes still hasn't missed a club fixture with an injury during his entire career, and he played against Sheffield United on Wednesday with a broken hand. He scored twice and assisted. How many others would play through pain and perform like that? He also pulled Ethan Wheatley to the side when he made his debut and said, "I've got 9 minutes to get you a goal." How many others would be as selfless as that? Keane doesn't get much wrong, but his comments on Fernandes weren't right. Roy Keane and Ian Wright clash over Bruno Fernandes in heated exchange on the Man United captain after Arsenal legend called him a winner, as co-pundit again criticises the Portuguese star. Roy Keane and Ian Wright have clashed over Bruno Fernandes and whether he is a good influence in the Manchester United dressing room. Fernandes, 29, has been one of the bright sparks at Old Trafford in recent years, adding 143 goal contributions in 229 games since his 2020 move from Sporting Lisbon. The Portuguese midfielder has again been a standout star for United this time around in what has been a chaotic and underwhelming campaign, with Erik ten Hag's side marred by problems both on and off the pitch. Fernandes was appointed as captain last summer, but he has been regularly lambasted for his body language and attitude towards teammates on the pitch, leading to a debate over whether the 29-year-old should keep the armband and remain the leading voice in United's dressing room. And Arsenal icon Wright leapt to the defense of Fernandes, who scored twice in United's 4-2 win over Sheffield United on Wednesday, and felt he is one of the best things about the club right now. "I think Bruno is a winner," he said on the Stick to Football podcast, brought to you by Sky Bet. "He's frustrated. Whatever we say, he has his faults where he waves his arms up, but he's the kind of player that is trying to change things." However, the no-nonsense Keane took umbrage at Wright's claims as the pair locked horns over the 29-year-old. He said, "He's won nothing in his career, he's 29 years of age. What has he won in his career?" Wright responded, "I appreciate, he's won nothing. But, irrespective of wanting to be a winner, his standards are high. If you take Bruno out of Man United, we're talking about players who haven't improved. If he's not doing what he's doing, United are nowhere near where they are." Wright also went on to acknowledge Fernandes' on-pitch antics aren't ideal, but insisted they were more than justified. He added, "He's frustrated, he probably sees it in training every day, people not up to the standards of what he's looking for, and it spills over into a Saturday. Because he, still, brings it. When we say about his histrionics, he brings it. If Man United are saved in a game, it's probably him who's going to do it. He's got every right to be upset with them because they should be doing better." Keane then got his side of the argument across, as he admitted his appreciation of Fernandes' qualities, but questioned his impact on ten Hag's side more generally. "I think he is a talented boy," he added. "But does he help people out and does he make others around him better? The answer is 100% no. He does like to dig them out, which is fine, but you've also got to drag the others along. Would you like to be in that United dressing room today with these guys going? Not sure about him, I think he's okay when we're winning, but we're not going to be winning every time. How do you stop that momentum and flex your muscles in games? That's what I want. We talk about talented players, but sometimes it's about personalities in big games and getting you over the line in big games." However, Wright remained steadfast in his opinion and continued to clash with Keane in the fiery exchange as he said, "Bruno has got that," before the Irishman retorted, "Where is the evidence? Where is the evidence?" Wright then added, "The way he plays and the way he saves the club." This further riled up Keane as he said, "Saves the club? Look, he's won nothing in his career. He's won nothing in his career. Look at his CV, if he's one of your best players there's a responsibility." The Arsenal icon backed up his view again, insisting Fernandes leads by example on the pitch and felt it was unfair to single out the Portuguese for criticism given his contributions, before Keane brought the argument to a close as he said, "Example. There's more to the game than that." Manchester United vs Burnley, confirmed team news, injury latest and predicted lineup. Mason Mount is available for Manchester United against Burnley on Saturday, but injury problems at the back remain. United welcome Vincent Kompany's side to Old Trafford following their midweek victory over Sheffield United. United have been without all but one of their centre-halves, with Lisandro Martinez, Rafael Varane